the warrior born from a curl of hair. The story of Sati, Shiva, and Daksha. Shiva, the divine ascetic, had a beloved companion whom he cherished above all, Shakti, who in this incarnation was known as Sati. Sati was the daughter of the wise yet proud king Daksha. Her beauty and devotion were beyond compare, and she loved Shiva with all her heart. But Daksha, imprisoned in his own arrogance, despised Shiva, the wild ash-covered god who dwelt in deep meditation upon Mount Kailash. When Sati came of age, Daksha held a great party, a festival to find her a worthy husband. Many noble suitors attended, yet Shiva was deliberately not invited. Sati, however, knew her heart belonged to Shiva. In a bold act of devotion, she threw her wedding garland high into the air, calling out Shiva's name. Shiva himself appeared, caught the garland, and Sati stepped joyfully to his side. Daksha was humiliated but powerless. Thus Shiva and Sati lived together in love and harmony. But that was not the end of the story. One day, Daksha hosted another grand party and ceremony, once again excluding Shiva on purpose. For Sati, this was a deep humiliation. Despite being uninvited, she went to confront her father. In the presence of all guests, Daksha insulted Shiva with cruel words. Overwhelmed by sorrow and anguish, Sati's inner fire ignited. She set herself ablaze, consumed by her own sacred fury. Before the eyes of her father, she turned to ashes. When Shiva, meditating upon Mount Kailash, felt Sati's death, an immeasurable rage rose within him. In his grief, he tore a curl of hair from his head and hurled it to the earth. From that curl sprang Virabhadra, the mighty warrior, the embodiment of Shiva's wrath and sorrow. Virabhadra appeared amidst Daksha's festival in 3 powerful postures. Later we know them in our yoga vinyasa practice, Virabhadrasana 1, 2, and 3, the warrior poses. He strode into the gathering and struck off Daksha's head. Yet, when Shiva arrived and saw Sati's soul reborn in a new form, he realized the depth of his own reaction. And Sati's plea, Shiva restored Daksha to life, but with the head of a goat. Daksha bowed before Shiva, asked for forgiveness, and peace was finally restored. This story is more than myth. It is a mirror of the inner battle between passion, pain, and awareness. Patanjali expressed this path toward serenity in the Yoga Sutra, the first chapter, Sutra 33. Maitrī, karuṇā, muditā, upekṣāṇām, sukha, duḥkha, puṇya, apuṇya, viṣayāṇām, bhāvanātaś, citta, prasādanam. Forgive me, my Hindu friends, for pronouncing it wrong. I did my best to pronounce it well. In translation, it would mean something like to purify the mind, cultivate friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the suffering, joy for the virtuous, and equanimity toward the misguided. This sutra teaches that cheerful serenity, or citta prasādanam, is the foundation of peace and spiritual strength, the essence of the true inner warrior. Yet, as the story reveals, this is not an easy path for nobody of us. Not for me, not for you, maybe only for one person. This is really easy. To rejoice with the joyful is difficult when one is suffering. To feel compassion for the sorrowful is hard when one's own heart is wounded. To remain equanimous toward the wrongdoer seems almost impossible when unfairness, injustice strikes. Shiva and duḥkha embody this tension. Both acted from pride and pain. Only through remorse, forgiveness, and understanding could healing take place. The code of the warrior Virabhadasana. The yoga warrior does not stand for violence, but for inner strength and awareness. This myth and pose asana should remind us vigilance. Do not react impulsively, pause before your acts. Compassion, even in conflict, remain kind. Integrity, act with clarity and responsibility. Forgiveness, acknowledge mistakes in yourself and others. Serenity, or citta prasādanam, stay calm even when life tests you. Thus, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra become a living guide for daily life, 24/7. Yoga begins when things become difficult, both on the mat and in life. Shiva and Sati teach us that even divine being sometimes wrong or irritated or has to learn, yet through awareness, repentance and compassion, anger transforms into wisdom. Virabhadra, born from Shiva's curly hair, symbolize the strength that arises when we transmute our rage into consciousness. A true yogi warrior fights not against others, but against his own impulse, wielding joy, compassion, equanimity, and inner strength as his weapons. Doesn't mean that you have to be everybody's darling or with everybody best friend. No, also take care of yourself.
A place beyond life, silent, colorless, timeless, the veil between realms. Gojo Satoru floats in limbo, not dead, not alive, a moment frozen like the stillness between heartbeats. The world feels far away, but his senses are sharp, honed, too aware. He begins to think, to speak, to remember.
So this is what it's like, the afterlife. No blindfold, no infinity, just me. Did I lose, or did I just give them a chance? Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the chosen one. That's what I used to say, right? Arrogant I'm. But if I didn't believe that, how else would I be able to fight? He didn't win because he was stronger. He won because I made a mistake. I got comfy. I thought I had time. Maybe it's about what you do with it, even after death. But the thing about me is, I don't stay down. You can't kill what's already transcended.
In the void, a pulse of cursed energy erupts. Sukha feels it, a tremor in the fabric of reality. The wheel turns. The dead speak. And Gojo begins to walk toward the light.